Hello and welcome again to the last video of our medical devices in home care training course. In this video we are going to talk about what to do when you face a problem in the medical device as a nurse, as a doctor, as a technician. It's very important for you just to understand the working principle of the device that you are working on, because if you understand the working principle, how the device works, how the input comes and the output comes, maybe you will be able to fix the device by yourself. Maybe you are not, but at least you are going to give a good and reliable information to the supporting team, the technicians, the engineers, to help you and save times. And save the time, sorry. So it's important for you just to understand the working principle of this device, and after that you will be able just to handle it in more comfortable way. So what to do when you face a problem in any medical device, in the medical device you are using in home or in the hospital. At the beginning, when you face any technical problem related to medical device, regardless of its type, you must immediately ensure the patient's safety. The patient's safety comes at the first degree. So we face a problem with the patient, with the medical device that we are using. We are going to focus directly on the patient's safety. If there's any kind of risks on the patient's life or the patient's health condition, we are going to fix it first, and after that we will see what we can do with the medical device that we have. After ensuring the patient's safety and ensuring alternative devices if necessary, especially in hospital and ICUs. But in the most cases, if the biomedical engineers or the technical team in the hospital, for example, doing the PPMs in a good way, doing the calibration, doing the preventive maintenance, you will not face a huge problem. But it happens, so we have to be ready regarding these issues. After we have a broken device, we have a device with a problem, a technical problem, we have to ensure the patient's safety first, and if needed we are going to replace the device and support the patient with a new device or alternative device. And the nurse or the device operator must identify the malfunction to request appropriate assistance from the engineers or technicians responsible for the device. You have, for example, you face a problem and you are going to call the engineer or you are going to call the technician. You need to know the good information, so to give them a good information, and after that they will respond to you. If you don't know what happened to the device and you can't give the information needed to the technicians, they are going to come with missing tools, with missing spare parts. So first of all, you have to know what happened with the device and in which part. They will help you. They will ask you some questions on the phone just to understand the case more, and they will assist you with the device. Sorry. In the next table, we are going to talk about the most common errors and problem in the medical devices used in home care, and we are going to give you a general guideline how to deal with it. So, first of all, the small battery powered devices like fingertip pulse oximeter, thermometer, and those devices. Those devices, most of them are Chinese brand. Most of them are Chinese brand. According to the place where I'm working now, according to to my experience, about 60% of these devices are Chinese brand and not too expensive. So when you face a problem, it's if it's related to the power, to the batteries, to the reading. We will replace the battery. For example, if we don't have no reading, we are going to change the battery. But if you have, for example, display crack or main body cracks and the device is not working or missing parts, so the most important thing, in my opinion, instead of fixing them, replacement will be more effective than repairing in most cases. You are going to throw this device and bring a new device in. Especially for fingertip pulse oximeter. When you transfer the patient, maybe you are going to, for example, maybe this device will fall down and hit the ground. After that, you are not going to take the good reading, or the display will be the LCD screen will be cracked or something like this. So there is no need just to replace a screen for this device and put a new screen and do something like this. So replacement of these devices will be a good solution. Let's talk about the PP, blood pressure monitor with the cuff. You have to keep it in your mind. Any medical device deals with air and water or liquids. Contains compressor, contains flow meters, contains regulators, and contains transferring tubes to transfer the liquid or the air from point A to point B. So leaks are the most common, and the regulators setting are not good, especially for example in dental unit. Maybe the doctor he is going to tell you that the handpiece not working or not enough air. You are going to only release the regulator just to let more airflow to come out from the handpiece. So any device working with the fluids or air contains compressing devices, contains transferring tubes, regulators, filters. Just focus on filters. Okay, so BB with cuff, we have a cuff filled with air. So we have a small compressing pump in the machine. Maybe we have air error. We are not going to get enough air pressure. We have to check the cuff, and we have to check airway tube connecting from the main device to the cuff. Okay, there's a tube. Maybe there's leaks. Maybe the connection is not good. If we have no inflation, we are pressing the button on the device to get the reading, but the cuff is not filling with air. So we need to check the valve of the air pump in the device. So in these cases, if there is no leak in the tubes, there is no damage in cuff, and for example, you are hearing that sound when you press the button, but there is no air, you have to fix this device. Okay, you have to bring it to the technicians or the biomedical team. They are going to open this device and check the valve, check the interior airway lines. Okay, screen is off. Most cases the device not working. You can change the batteries and everything will be okay. As I told you, replacement is more effective than repairing in most cases, especially for the small hand-sized devices. Okay, especially for the Chinese brand. Let's go and talk about the oxygen cylinder. Oxygen cylinder is the simplest way to deliver oxygen to the patient. So we have cylinder, we have compressed air inside it, and we have the regulator where we have like a valve. We open it and close it to obtain the pressure we need, and we have, after the valve, we have the humidifier, and we have the nasal cannula or the mask that connected to the patient. If we have no flow and the regulator clock is down, so we need to check the regulator if it's open, so the cylinder is empty, we need to replace it with the biomedical team. If we have dry air, just check the humidifier. Maybe we don't have enough air in it, or maybe we have some problems. Air pressure is low on the regulator, means that the cylinder will finish soon. So according to the flow rate that you are going to give to the patient, according to the nurse experience, she will know when the cylinder will be finished. So it's very important for you just to check when you need a new oxygen cylinder. The other type of device is oxygen concentrator. Oxygen concentrators contains a compressor inside it. This compressor compress the atmosphere, process it as we talked in the previous videos, and after that we are going to give it to a humidifier, through the humidifier to the patient. We face some problems with this device, especially with the new nurses or the new home carers. When we deliver a new device to them, they are going to open the device and start working it, and they are going to call us and tell us that the device is too noisy, the patient can't handle it, something like this. There is there is something like a rope bind the compressor to the let me see let me explain on this picture. Here we have our oxygen concentrator. Here you can see like a rope or titan. We have something to fix like a rope to fix the compressor which is inside the device on the base here. So during the transportation or shipping, there is no damage will be on the compressor. When you cut this rope off, okay, the compressor spring will hold the compressor and the noise will go away. So it's very important for you just to understand this issue. It's very noisy with the new devices. Release the compressor from the housing, from this. Here you have a rope or you have something, you have to cut it, and after that everything will be good. We have a bad smell. You need to change the inlet filters. The patient will tell you, I have a bad smell in the air. Here we have the housing. Here when you open this cover, you will find an air filter inside it. So air filter, it's a material, comes in transparent housing. The color will be white. So when a lot of dust or the color changes, it will lead to bad smell. So we need to change the filter, and the calibration BPM they will change it at the time needed. Low oxygen level, you have to contact the biomedical team, because we need to open the device and change the molecular inside the devices just to obtain a concentration of oxygen between 90 to 95. And the most important thing when you're dealing with the oxygen concentrator is here we have inlet of the air from the atmosphere. Don't put it, don't stick it to the wall or put something on this area, because it's very important just to have empty space around the device. Here we have the nebulizers. A nebulizer jet type that you put it on the table next to the patient, and it's not you can't move it with you. We talked in the previous video. We talked about the different type of nebulizer machines. So. Regarding the nebulizer, the jet type, it's too noisy. You have to call the biomedical team. Why it's too noisy? Because maybe we have some problem in the compressor inside the device. As I told you, every device dealing with air or liquids or fluids contains compressing devices, contains filters, contains tubing just to transfer the air or liquids, and contains regulator also. Nebulizer, the mesh type or ultrasonic type, maybe you are not going to obtain enough nebulizing. You have to clean the nebulizing chamber with warm water. Maybe there's some salts on the mesh itself, so we need to clean it, and after that maybe the device will work again. If not, just call the biomedical team or the supplier of this device, and they will help you with this. When it comes to infusion and feeding pumps, here we have a set and we have the main unit. So the most common problem with these devices, air in the set or in the line or in the set itself. It's very important after setting the set into the chamber or into its place on the device, like Frigo set, Kangaroo set, Alaris set. It's very important to do priming. It's just to let the air come out from the circuit lines. So Inside the circuit chamber we have air detector. So when we have air, you are going to read this error on the screen. Maybe it will come like air in the circuit or as a code. It's very important to do priming before connecting to the patient, and after getting the fluids, milk, anything else from the end of the set, you are ready to connect it to the patient. But we have to make sure that there is no air bubbles inside the set. Door is open. You have to close the set chamber tightly. You have to be sure that the door is not open. In the majority of devices, when the door of the set chamber is open, the device will not work. Maybe you are going to face some different problems regarding the infusion pump, regarding the maybe there is occlusion in the set, so you have to release the line. We will make in the future some more videos regarding those error, especially for biomedical engineers. The suction machine, as I told you, dealing with air, so we have compressor inside it. It's too noisy. We have to call the biomedical team. If suction machine is too noisy, maybe we have problems with the compressor springs, compressor pays, compressor binding mechanism to the housing. We need to check. Maybe the compressor need to be replaced. We need also to check. You have to call the biomedical team. When we don't have enough suction, we need to check the canister and check the tubing. Maybe there's occlusion in the tubing line. Maybe there's something else. We need to check the filter also, the filter inside the suction line. So all of these are possibilities. Those devices need BPM and calibration. The suction machine, the oxygen concentrator, as we talked here, the infusion and feeding pumps. So during the BPM, the technical team will do preventive maintenance, will do calibration, and if there is any need to change any parts of these devices, they will replace it, and everything will be good. This is the end of part 3 and the end of this training program. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some useful information for you. I recommend you, if you are watching this video for the first time, I recommend you just to go back to our first and second video to get a full view on our training program. And I hope you find some, as I told you, I hope you will find some good information. And thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any kind of problems, if you have any kind of questions. You got the email of the channels or down in the comment. And if you like this training course, or if you like this video, just please like, subscribe, to give us some motivation to continue on these channels. Thank you very much and have a good day.